imagining the lives that never happened and the people I never knew. But standing in this kitchen light, watching evenings settle in, I see 1,000 ordinary moments that somehow manage to win. The coffee cups, the sleepless nights, the arguments and grace, all the little things that built a life no dream could replace. Because fantasy is easy, it never has to prove it's true, but real love shows up every morning and keeps choosing you. This house was built for weather, for the heartache and the doubt, for all the storms we thought might break us that we somehow lived without. It held every celebration, every worry, every tear, and every time the sky went dark, it taught us why we're here. And every crack and crooked corner, every mark left by the years, reminds me what survived and why we're still here. Maybe that's the thing about longing, it only shows one side, the distant glow of possibility, not what it costs to survive. But this life knows my laughter, this life knows my name, this life stayed standing when everything else changed. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's everything. This house was built for weather, and weather came at last, with all the wind and rain and thunder that we thought we'd never pass. But here we are, still standing with more stories than before. Not because we never struggled, because we weathered every storm. And every crack and crooked corner, every mark left by the years, feels less like damage now and more like souvenirs. The paint is chipped around the doorway, the floorboards creak beneath our feet, and every scar across these walls is proof we chose to keep.